All right, let's talk about one of the most dreaded, time-consuming processes in all of private equity, investor reporting. We're going to dive into how AI is completely flipping the script on this, turning that chaotic quarterly scramble into something, well, something that actually makes sense.
I want to start with a question that honestly sounds a little crazy. Why are some of the sharpest people in finance spending up to 400 hours every single quarter just doing copy and paste work? It seems unbelievable, but for so many firms, this is the reality. So, what does this process even look like?
Well, it has a name, the quarterly reporting scramble. And if you're in this world, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that familiar, high-stress, and wildly inefficient cycle that happens 4 times a year, like clockwork. So here's how it usually goes down. First, you blast out emails to all your portfolio companies asking for their financials. Then the real fun begins, chasing them for weeks, and what you get back is a total mess. Excel sheets, PDFs, CSVs, you name it. Next, some poor analyst has to manually punch all those numbers into a master spreadsheet. After that, they've got to normalize everything, try to make it all apples to apples, and then write commentary and build the charts. It's a huge, error-prone mess.
And here's the real kicker. After all that work, weeks of chasing and manual entry, what do you get? A report that's already 45 days out of date. By the time an investor even sees it, the information is stale. The whole scramble isn't just inefficient. It produces a document that's looking in the rearview mirror.
But what if you could just eliminate the scramble completely? The key is a huge shift in thinking, moving away from a reactive, one-time event to a proactive, continuous flow of information.
Look at it this way. The old model is an event, that crazy quarterly fire drill to pull everything together. The new AI-powered model, it's a flow. Data isn't something you chase down, it just streams in, automatically and continuously. So when the quarter ends, the data's already there. And this core idea is called continuous ingestion. It basically means the AI platform plugs directly into the portfolio company's own systems, their QuickBooks, their NetSuite, whatever they use, and just constantly pulls the latest data. No more waiting, no more chasing, the info is always fresh.
So how does this AI engine actually work its magic? It's not just one thing. It's really a system built on 3 key pieces that all work together to make that manual reporting headache disappear. First, you've got automated data collection. The AI hooks into those source systems, and crucially, it can read pretty much any format, so your portcos don't have to change a thing. Second, smart financial normalization. This is where the AI takes all that messy data and makes it consistent, handling different currencies, different accounting rules, all on its own. And third, this is where it gets really cool, AI narrative generation. It actually drafts the commentary that explains what the numbers mean.
Think about the kind of commentary an analyst might write at 11 o'clock at night. You'd probably get something kind of generic and not very helpful, like this. Portfolio revenue increased over the prior period. I mean, yeah, it's true, but it doesn't tell you much, does it?
But with AI analyzing that same data point,
it becomes this. A specific data-driven insight that tells the real story. Revenue grew 12%, driven by the expansion of the enterprise sales team in Q2. See the difference? It's not just faster, it's a way better, much more valuable insight.
Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but what about the actual return on investment? Let's break down the real-world impact measured in the things that really matter: time, money, and of course, accuracy. So let's talk about time. Remember that 400-hour quarterly nightmare? With an AI-powered process that plummets to about 60 hours. That's an 85% reduction in manual work. This isn't just a small improvement, it's a complete game changer for your team's workload.
And in terms of money, well, that time saved translates to over $200,000 in direct labor costs every single year. That's the cost of having your smartest people doing work a machine can do faster and more accurately.
And then you've got the hidden costs of doing everything by hand. Look, human error is going to happen when you're manually entering that much data. Those mistakes lead to wasted time fixing them, painful back and forths, and worst of all, it can erode the confidence your investors have in you. With AI, those typical error rates of 2 to 5% drop to pretty much 0.
Now, I want to be really clear about something. The point of all this is not to replace people. It's to empower them. It's about combining the brute force of AI with the irreplaceable expertise and judgment that only a human can provide.
And the best AI platforms are built for exactly that kind of partnership. They have top-notch security so you know your data is safe. They integrate smoothly with the tools you already use. They let you customize everything so you're not stuck with some cookie-cutter report. And most importantly, they're built with a human in the loop, which means your team always has the final say. They can stop assembling and start analyzing.
So I'll leave you with this thought. When you free your team from the grind of just figuring out what happened, you give them back the time and the brain power to focus on what really moves the needle, understanding why it happened and deciding what to do next. So if AI takes care of the what are the truly big strategic questions your team can finally have the space to answer?